all Miss Pearl has done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like babies in there better.
Hey y'all, it's Miki. Welcome to the farm. We are so glad to have y'all with us. We have been off for an entire week. We had some severe storms come through, knock out our internet service. And y'all, it took a week for them to send somebody out to get us hooked back up. So we're back at it again, and I just wanted to go through and give y'all a quick update on what we've been doing around here. We've been busy. As y'all can see behind me, we got some grass cut, and y'all, we just took the week off and decided we're just gonna play catch up on everything around here and see what all we can get accomplished. I wanted to bring y'all up to our garden and give you a quick update on what's going on up here. Y'all, we have had so many problems with the deer this year, and we've never had this much problem with them coming in. But I don't know if y'all can see behind me, hubby came along and put up an electric fence around our garden areas down closer to the house, and it has been helping to keep these deer out of the garden. Let me show y'all what they did. Some of the stuff is starting to come up, but I want to show y'all what these deer did in our garden. So this is the electric fencing that we've got put up around the garden spaces. And y'all, there are all of my zinnias, cosmos, and wildflowers. And we have been trying to come through here and get some stuff mulched in between the rain that we've had. And as you can see, it is nice, bright, and sunny today. We are in the mid 90s and things are slowly starting to dry out. But I wanted to show y'all down this entire row, all the way down, I came through, planted a lot of sunflower seeds, and they were starting to come up. I don't know if y'all can see that little stalk right there. Those deer came through and ate all the tops off of the sunflowers that were coming up. So I have a few that look like they're trying and probably not going to have as many sunflowers as what I originally planted, but at least we'll have a few. And they did the same exact thing to our row of okra here. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. They have come through and just eaten the tops off. But it is starting to sprout back up. It was worse than what it looks like now because the rain has helped everything pop back up. But in the meantime, we came through and planted an entire another row of okra along the side of the corn over here because we were just worried that we might not get any of this okra this year after the deer came through and just mutilated it to the ground. I wanted to walk you down here and show you my pole beans. They did the same thing, and surprisingly, they're coming up really good. Y'all, these ones in the back that are climbing up really, really good, in one of our previous videos, we showed y'all this, and they were coming up good. The deer came through and ate all of these down to the ground. I don't know if y'all can see that little, but all of those were just gone. There was no leaves, anything. It was just a little stalk. And they did the same thing over here. And as you can see, these haven't made it to that point yet, but they are still trying. So hopefully we'll get some beans this year. And y'all can see I haven't gotten finished weeding. The grass is coming up pretty good down in there, but our corn seems to be doing pretty good. it seems like it's actually doing a lot better over here on this side. We may end up taking out, that is a walnut tree right here. And a lot of things in your garden, it doesn't particularly care for the toxins and things that a walnut tree puts out in the ground. So that might be one reason why we're having some lower stalks of corn versus the taller stalks. And as y'all can see, those are right around that walnut tree. So at the end of the season, we may end up taking that down and just leaving the 2 pear trees on the side. But this is our, I guess we call, middle garden. And the corn is starting to tassel. And let me see if I can find a corn stalk that actually is starting to produce some corn. I know I saw it the other day. There's a couple of them. And of course, whenever you're looking for it and you want to find it, is when you can't. So here's some over here, y'all. So look at this. We've got, it's starting to produce out, making some ears of corn. So hopefully that'll continue doing good for us. We're pretty excited about it this year and keeping our fingers crossed, because if y'all have watched when we first started some of our older videos, we've always had a problem trying to grow corn here. So hopefully with some of the work that we did over the fall, trying to get the gardens worked up, putting some leaves in, composting it really good, hopefully that's helping this year. So we'll just have to wait it out and see what comes of it. I don't know if y'all can see them or not, but those are the chickens that we got from Springfield Stockyard that I outbidded and was able to bring to the farm. There's a couple of them. They're out and about today and doing their job in the pasture. And as y'all can see, my bucket and my hoe right there, I've been trying to keep up with the weeds as much as possible, so some of the garden looks good. But y'all, we are having a time with this nut grass coming up. So we were talking about possibly moving the pigs up to this garden over the fall and winter and letting them root it up really, really good. Because I tell you, that nut grass, it ain't no, the more you pull it up, the more it seems like it comes up. So it's down deep, and hopefully the pigs up here, they root and they get down deep. So hopefully they can get that cleaned up. We'll just have to wait and play that by ear and see where we're at. We've also talked about possibly just letting this garden rest next year. So I don't know. You just play it day to day. So the electric wire, as y'all can see, it goes around that garden and it comes on down so it can help protect some of the stuff up in here too, because we noticed some of the deer were trying to come down here as well. And everything in here seems to be doing pretty good. We still got to come through and finish putting out some mulch around a lot of this stuff just to try to help keep the moisture in. I really want to get down in that area. I've gotten around a lot of my tomato plants, but we still got, y'all can see, a lot more mulching to do up here in this area. But it has just been so hot. After all that rain and thunderstorms that we had come through, along with it came the heat. So we are definitely in summer season here. So this is one of our bell pepper plants. Try to pull the leaves back here so y'all can see. So we've got some bell pepper coming out. Pretty much, I don't see any on that one. We came and harvested some stuff yesterday, And there's another bell pepper right there. And y'all, we have been able to get some cucumbers and squash, zucchini, banana peppers, some bell peppers, and some jalapeno peppers. And this thing right here, we're not quite sure what this is. It is definitely voluntary coming up, but it's got some blooms on it. I'm just anxious to see. I'm wondering if that's maybe a seed from a sunflower that we planted in here last year. So, not really sure. Right here, our cucumbers are coming up pretty good. And like I said, I want to get out here and get mulched around all this stuff right in here. Got some snap peas coming up. And over on this side, I don't know if y'all can see or not, but we got some banana peppers. And down on the end down there is our jalapenos. They're producing really good this year. Hey, Crescent. And there's Miss Loretta and little Dolly. They're doing so good. And y'all can see more of the chickens out and about now. They love being out. These are all the tomatoes that we planted this year. And all of these tomato plants we started from seed, except these 4 plants right along here. We bought those plants at Wagner Milling Company. And I don't know if y'all can see or not. I'm sure y'all can. I'm probably wondering, because we don't like to use a whole lot of chemicals. We do have to use fertilizer from time to time. We usually put 10-10-10 in the garden. But this white stuff on a lot of the stuff you see maybe sprinkled through the garden, that is DE, diatomaceous earth. It's kind of hard to say. A lot of people just say DE, it's easier. But I came through the garden and sprinkled some diatomaceous earth on a lot of the stuff up here, just to try to help keep any of the unwanted pests away from our garden area. And I want y'all to see, look at all these tomatoes that are just popping up. I did come through here and started snipping off the bottoms of the tomato plants where the leaves would not touch the ground. So I did trim those up and back. That was a suggestion that was made to us by Miss Cassie at Resourceful Living Homestead, and it seems to be doing pretty good. And she also said that I could trim back some of these extra leaves, anything that comes out off the stalk on a 90-degree angle is just leaves. It's not going to produce any tomatoes or anything like that. And when you do that, it helps the plant actually focus more on producing fruit. I don't know if y'all can see the little tomato back there or not. And I did do some of them. I didn't do all of them, as you can tell, because I'm just worried if I cut too much off these plants here with the heat that we have here in South Carolina. Sometimes the heat doesn't do so good on our plants. So I did leave some of the leaves on our tomato plants and did not cut off all the 90-degree angle extra leaves, just so it'll help give the fruit a little bit of shade. And we've got some onions coming up in here. And as y'all can see, some of the tops are laying down. I don't know if that is from the deer coming through here, the storm we had, or possibly my fault trying to drag the water hose up in here and getting everything watered. These right here are our zucchini plants. So we've got some blooms coming in on those. And like I said, that right there, that white stuff is just the diatomaceous earth that's gotten left on there after the rain, just to help keep all those bugs away. So we've gotten a couple of zucchini already this year. Y'all can see down here, look at these bush beans on this end of the garden versus what we got way down there on the other end. All these were planted at the same time. I did start some of these indoors before the season, and we did come through and put some extra seeds out. But man, I'm telling you, this is doing so good on this end. And some of it, the shade might be helping out a little bit too, because like I said, some things here in South Carolina in our zone, things tend to do better in partial shade. And once that sun continues moving across, all this will get some sun this afternoon right in here. So anyway, we've got some lima beans coming up on this row right here. See if y'all can see my finger. And all these tomatoes, they're coming up really good. And we got some more okra right here coming up. And again, y'all can see how nice and full that okra is. And then you go down on the other end, and it's trying, y'all. It's trying. It's doing a little bit better right here in the middle. But when you get down here on this end, where hubby expanded it back more to the fence line, it gets pretty scrawny. But it's still coming up, and we're just gonna go with that. Same thing with the beans over there. When you get down to the end, look how full and nice those are. All right, so right along this backside here is our squash plants. And these big, nice squash plants here, we've already started harvesting off of these and starting to get some more coming in. We got lots of blooms and some squash coming on. So those are looking really good. And these plants, hubby came out here and started these from seed. Now the smaller plants, I don't know. I started these indoors. I did come out and put a couple more seeds, and they're just now starting to come up. But these smaller plants, they were doing so good. These are the ones that I started indoors early. And y'all can see they are producing, but they are just not doing as good as the ones that we started later in the season and just started them outdoors by seed. They're coming up really good. And down here we've got some eggplant coming up. They're doing so. And our hot peppers, they're not doing so great. And again, it could just be from the soil and just not being worked up enough on that end this year. Y'all, it is miserable hot. You see me dripping sweat, and try to walk you over here and show you some more stuff we got. So this is our little area that we cleaned out a little bit. Y'all can see we've got some stuff, I think bulbs now since we cleaned it out, that are actually trying to come up, and some weeds. But look at these cucumber plants. They're coming up good. And I think that these sunflowers that I planted behind the cattle wire here is helping to shade them just a little bit, where they're not getting so hot and dried out from this sun and the heat. But look at those pretty blooms. And I have a special surprise to show y'all that I am really excited about. Okay, y'all, we are going to trek up the hill and go up to our, what we call the upper garden. Wipe some of the sweat off. Whew. I feel like I just got out of the shower. But I'm going to show you what's going on up here. Look at this pitiful mess, y'all. This garden up here, I don't know if we're going to even continue this next year. It's just so much farther away from the house. And with the backyard porch garden The 2 lower gardens is so much to keep up with. And then by the time you even try to get up here, you done put in a full day of work and you're just hot and sweaty, sunburnt, and ready to give it up. So this is why this one up here just looks pitiful, y'all. And this is the garden where all of our potatoes are in. We came through and put out some hickory king corn seed. Late getting it out, just trying to see what it was going to do for us. It is starting to come up. I'm going to go through and walk you through and just show you what's going on with our potato plants and our corn up here. And amongst all the weeds. And this garden just has not really been worked like the other 2. But the potatoes are trying to come back from all the deer just eating them down. They start coming back and the deer come back and eat them down. And that's what we've been contending with all year. Not sure what happened to the trash bag there. But y'all can see hubby came through, hung some trash bags out just to make some noise, flap around, and scare the deer a little bit. And he has also, I'm going to try not to get too close because I don't want to get copyright. Behind this black trash bag there is a little box. He has put a radio in just to make noise up here. And it's seeming to help a little bit because the potatoes are starting to come back, the vines. And this is our hickory king corn, y'all. So it is starting to come back. I know MB Farms, our last video that we showed how good the corn was looking. This is the corn that we had planted. I think you were referring to. Yeah, I wish corn came up as nice and quick like it appeared to in that last video. But this is the hickory king corn. So, like I said, it's just going to be what it is up here. We'll probably try to get up here and see if we can work it a little bit better before the season's out. It's just all part of timing, and whenever you have all the livestock and everything else to take care of, plus the other 2 pretty good sized gardens, it's just a lot. So that might be one reason why we just might not plan anything else back up here, because it is a lot harder to keep up with this up here than it is down closer to the house. And may just let the grass grow over and end up fencing that off for some extra pasture, y'all. To show y'all this real quick while I'm up here, this is all the wood chips, and this is what we've been putting in our gardens for composting and helping to retain the moisture around the plants. And also this will be worked into that soil at the end of the year, and in the process decomposing and helping our soil. If y'all been following our past couple of videos, you know we've been having a time trying to keep up with driveway repair, and we know that we need some more rock on this driveway, but just like everything else, it's expensive, and the price of rock has gone up extensively. So we just make do with what we have right now. And y'all can see again what all this rain that we just had came through, and I'm telling you, it just washed a lot of it out again. I know hubby showed y'all where he came through with the excavator and made ditches and things like that. And I'm gonna tell you something, if he hadn't have done that, this driveway would have been way worse than what it is now. but I will continue getting out here with the tractor, getting it scraped back off, and we'll just keep up with it and do the best we can with what we got. And I'm over here at the muscadine vines, so show y'all a quick peek. Look at all the muscadines coming out. And I'm sure y'all know that I love to come out here and taste test and sample everything when it's garden season. But this is my favorite place to be once all these muscadines start turning ripe. I'm sure y'all can see as well that these muscadines have gotten very viney, and you're actually supposed to come back in and trim off the runners. Here we usually do that in February, and time ran out on us this year, so we didn't get to all of them. And I know that hubby did a video showing y'all how to propagate and root muscadine vines with 2-liter bottles. And as y'all can see, there is still one of his 2-liter bottles. So at the end of the season is when he will come out and be doing an updated video for y'all on that. So y'all, we survived the storm, and we're still here. We still keeping on and still staying busy. And we appreciate all of y'all sticking around and all your thoughts and prayers that you sent out for us. We are doing okay. All the animals are doing great. And Miss Pearl has gone and had 6 little piglets. This old city girl, I'm gonna tell you, all of it. Watching these pigs being born, Lacey, our heifer calf, being born here, hatching out, incubating chicken eggs, growing stuff from seed all the way to harvest and be able to can and preserve is such an amazing experience. And I am so excited that I'm able to share this with you. I'm down here at our back porch kitchen garden, and this is what I wanted to show y'all as well. Look at how tall those sunflowers, the stalks on those sunflowers are going up. This is a 2-story house. It is almost taller than this crepe myrtle tree behind me. And I am short. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Those things are massive. I mean, I don't know if y'all can tell this on video or not. I really don't. They're just huge. I can't even get the camera angle to show y'all like how tall those sunflower stalks are. And they should be blooming soon. So, but y'all can see where the deck is. And they're above the deck, going up the 2nd story of the house. That is just amazing. But look here behind me. That is some more cucumber vines. Sorry, get it straight here. That is some more cucumber vines behind me. And look what the heat's already doing to them. That's how hot it gets here. I wanted to show y'all some of the harvest that we have been getting. This is what we got yesterday. Look at the size of these cucumbers. So we got some squash in there, some bell peppers, a butternut squash, a couple of green beans, and banana peppers. So the garden is starting to produce for us, and hopefully will continue to give us a good harvest this year, y'all. Hope so. Y'all can probably hear the fan going, so I'm gonna sit here and finish up the video under the shade of the porch with the fan blowing. And I just wanted to again thank everybody for sticking around with us sending us all your thoughts and prayers, and understanding, you know, we can't control the weather and things happen. So we just took that as, okay, we're going to take a break and get things done around here. So it did give us time to get a lot of things done that needed to get done. And I'll throw a couple of clips in to show y'all some of the things. Hubby working on the fencing and trying to get some areas filled back in that got washed out pretty good, getting some grass mowed, which I did not video that, y'all. So anyway, but I just wanted to give a couple of mentions, and just really appreciate a lot of the shout outs that some other channels have been giving us. Joey and Josey Homesteading, thank you so much. Lushonna Success, Resourceful Living Homestead, Lenard Mountain Homestead, Cassie's Kitchen Kreations, and Tuesdays with Joy. They've given our channel some shout outs the past few weeks, and we really appreciate that. We appreciate all of our new subscribers coming over to us. We're so excited to have you along with us, and hope that you enjoy what we're doing around here. For most of you that may not know, I grew up in the city, so I am learning this whole lifestyle. This is all new to me, and from raising livestock to growing a garden, and I guess that's why you see so much of my excitement every time something new pops up, and it's just an exciting experience and a lot of learning to do. But you know, we never stop learning, do we? And I love absorbing whatever I can and learning as much as I can, so we can try to be more self-sufficient and more self-sustainable. You know, there's so much going on in our world right now, and you know, things still up in air with Iran and just the things that are going on within our country, not just outside of our country. And sometimes it can get pretty unsettling and pretty scary, but I will tell you that it does give you a sense of peace of mind, to know that you're doing what you can do to make sure that you and your family are prepared as much as possible for, like we just had a storm come through. We had no control over the weather, and we don't have control a lot of times on the things that go on around us. But when you know you have food on your shelf and you're able to feed your family and continue going on, whether you have power or water or those types of resources, it's just makes it a lot less stressful when you know that you're prepared as much as you can be. So with the storms that we had, I wanted to send a special thank you to Mr. Cris at Texas Radar for keeping us updated on all the weather reports that you send to us, y'all. He sends us a pretty updated weather report if we have any bad storms or anything like that coming our way, and it's better information than what we can get ourselves here. So we appreciate you, Mr. Cris. Thank you so much for sending that to us. I wanted to tell Mr. Mike at Midway Farms and one of our subscribers, Mr. Glenn Anderson, thank you so much for the phone calls and the text messages, reaching out to us, making sure everything was okay here. We appreciate y'all very much. We also want to tell Mr. Brian at Rustic Rich Originals, thank you so much for your time and sharing out our videos to other social media platforms. We really appreciate all that all of you do for us, from our new subscribers, our old subscribers, other channels that y'all watch us and you comment and you continue giving us support. And I know that I've probably left off a ton of should be mentions here, and just know that we will continue shouting out channels and supporting all of our community as well. We appreciate all of your support, your prayers, and your encouragement, and thank you so much for coming along with us. We hope y'all are safe out there. Y'all take care. God bless.
So what we're going to do out here is what I should have done at the beginning, but y'all, cows do not challenge fences that much. Goats do. And when I put these T-posts up, I put them too far apart. Some of them are 12 to 14 feet apart. So I went to Tractor Supply yesterday and picked up a whole bunch of 6-foot T-posts. So what I'm gonna do is come in here and I'm gonna have to cut all my posts loose and just start right down here. I wanna put them 8 foot instead of how far they are apart.
Hey, Loretta. Looks like Loretta come to help y'all.
I've been picking up sticks and limbs that fell from the storm that came through here, just trying to get it cleaned up some. My brush pile that I started back here is finally starting to burn. I was worried about it actually burning because things are still a little wet. Looks like it's going pretty good now. Right now we're just trying to fix some areas that washed out pretty bad over here on the side of the orchard when we got all that rain. So hubby's bringing in some dirt and trying to fill in these areas and leveling it off. And we've got a big old round bale of hay here that's no good to give to the livestock. So we're gonna go through and try to spread some of this hay out over these bare areas and hopefully keep it from washing again. And he's off to go get some more dirt. There is something that I did want to mention. We did go to the Springfield Stockyard this past Saturday, and I am putting together a very special video with the livestock auction. I think that all of you will thoroughly enjoy it. The staff at Springfield Stockyard allowed me and Bill, aka hubby, to go behind the scenes and show y'all a lot of the footage of things that go on behind getting all the animals checked in, coming in and out. We got to talk to some of the local community that came through. So y'all be sure, I'm gonna try to get that video posted on our regular day that we post videos. If y'all don't know, we have cut back to trying to do one video a week, and it's just a lot that goes into YouTube itself, the videoing and the editing process, and to allow us time to get things done around here that we need to get done. We've just decided to cut back to one video a week, and we will be posting those videos on Tuesday about 6:00 p.m. So y'all make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell so you'll be reminded of when our videos come up, but at least it'll kind of give you a schedule of when we do post videos. And from time to time we may post, just like today, just an extra video. If we have something that we just want to show you and update you on, we will do that as well. But we appreciate y'all coming along with us. Y'all make sure that y'all check out that video coming up from the Springfield Stockyard.
Cows in the pasture, the chickens in the coop. Every day's an adventure in this rustic loop. From sunrise to sunset, we work and play, celebrating farm life in the best kind of way. Oh, farm life where the green grass grows, canning food and the garden shows, taking care of animals big and small. In this simple life we have it all.
Y'all come back and see us soon.